The Enigma of Futoshi Matsunaga, Japan's most sadistic serial killer. Welcome to another journey into the darker corners of human behavior. Tonight, we travel to Japan, a nation known for its culture, tranquility, and technological advancements. But hidden beneath the surface lies a story so disturbing, so tragic, and so complex that it has left a permanent scar on the country's collective memory. This is the story of Futoshi Matsunaga and Junko Ogata, a tale of manipulation, psychological torment, and horrific crimes that claimed the lives of at least 7 innocent people. Crimes carried out not in a moment of passion or revenge, but slowly, deliberately, with chilling control. Let us begin. The early years of Futoshi Matsunaga. Futoshi Matsunaga was born in 1961 in the city of Kurume, located in Fukuoka Prefecture on the southern island of Kyushu. From the outside, his life seemed ordinary. He came from a respected family and was considered charming, even charismatic, by those who knew him. But behind the smile was something darker. He attended a local high school and appeared to do well, but classmates would later describe him as manipulative, a compulsive liar, and unusually persuasive. Even as a teenager, Matsunaga showed signs of controlling those around him. It was during this time that he met a girl named Junko Ogata. Junko Ogata, a life derailed. Junko Ogata was born in 1962, also in Fukuoka Prefecture. She was quiet, obedient, and deeply influenced by her parents' strict upbringing. By the time she met Matsunaga in high school, she was already vulnerable to his charms. He was confident, smooth-talking, and had a magnetic presence. He soon became the center of her world. Matsunaga began to isolate Junko from her family and friends. He would humiliate her, manipulate her emotions, and convince her that no one else truly cared for her. Over time, she came to believe everything he said. It was the beginning of a disturbing transformation, one that would eventually lead her to become his accomplice in a series of unspeakable crimes. The beginning of darkness. In the late 1980s, Matsunaga began to shift from mere manipulation to outright criminal activity. He ran fraudulent businesses, scammed women for money, and practiced psychological abuse on anyone he could control. He developed a method: charm them, isolate them, then dominate them. Electric shocks, starvation, beatings. Matsunaga claimed it was for their own good, that he was purifying them, saving them. He believed he was special, that he had a right to punish those who failed him, and unfortunately, some believed him too. The Ogata family tragedy. In the mid-1990s, Matsunaga's control over Junko deepened, so much so that she brought him into her family's home. It was there that the horror escalated. One by one, members of Junko's family were tortured, brainwashed, and eventually murdered in their own home. It's difficult to imagine the terror they must have felt. Over months, they were beaten, denied food, and electrocuted. Matsunaga forced them to hurt each other, parents against children, siblings against siblings. Matsunaga turned the home into a prison, a place of constant surveillance, violence, and fear. Junko participated, sometimes willingly, sometimes under duress. always under Matsunaga's control. The children and the final victims. The most chilling part of Matsunaga's story is what happened to the children. Some were his own, others were relatives of Junko. All of them were victims. He manipulated them, hurt them, and in some cases, turned them into witnesses or even unwilling participants in the abuse. He stripped away their innocence, their trust, and in the end, their lives. The youngest victims were denied a chance to grow up, to escape, to heal. The escape and arrest. In 2002, after years of abuse and control, one of the surviving children managed to escape. They ran to the police and reported what had been happening. Authorities moved quickly. What they found shocked even the most hardened investigators. Bodies hidden in walls, evidence of prolonged torture, notes written in desperation. Matsunaga and Junko were arrested, but the trauma lingered. Trial and sentencing. The trial began in 2003. Japan watched in horror as the details came to light. Matsunaga remained cold and defiant. Junko, broken and confused, confessed in detail. In 2005, Futoshi Matsunaga was sentenced to death. Junko Ogata received a life sentence. To this day, the case is studied by psychologists, law enforcement, and sociologists as an example of extreme, coercive control and shared psychosis. Legacy and reflection. The case of Futoshi Matsunaga stands as one of Japan's most horrific crimes, a haunting reminder of how manipulation can twist minds, how trust can be weaponized, and how the most unimaginable acts can occur behind closed doors. We remember the victims, not just for how they died, but for the pain they endured and the silence that hid it. May they rest in peace. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this story compelling, please consider subscribing and sharing this video. And as always, take care of yourself, stay aware, and good night.